Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. In today's video, we're going to film one of my most favorite Lexus vehicles of all time, a mighty 2008 Lexus ISF. And I would like to thank Impex Auto Sales in beautiful Greensboro, North Carolina for the opportunity to film this 416 horsepower 5-liter V8 Lexus sedan. You can check out Impex Auto Sales on the internet machine, and I'll be sure to leave all of their contact information, including a link to their massive inventory, in the description box below. So let's jump right in and take a look at a 2008 Lexus ISF. At the North American International Auto Show on January 8, 2007, the new ISF sedan was debuted to the public, along with the LFA supercar concept. The ISF body was lowered by a ½ inch compared to the standard IS. The hood features a bulged appearance with a sharper curve than the standard IS due to the added space needed to contain the 5-liter V8 engine. The exterior also features a wire mesh grille, changed side fenders and skirts, along with the side air vents. One noticeable element of the ISF design is its quad exhaust tailpipes, consisting of 2 vertically stacked exhaust tips on each side that don't directly connect to the actual exhaust pipes. The interior features a 4-passenger cabin with braided aluminum panels, steering wheel paddle shifters, and F-Mark emblems. The Lexus ISF features a 5-liter direct-injected 2 URGSE V8, producing 416 horsepower at 6,600 RPM, while peak torque is at 371 pound-foot at 5,200 RPM. The engine redlines at 6,800 RPM and also features a 2-stage intake system, engine oil and automatic transmission fluid coolers, and an oil pump designed for high-speed cornering. Also, with both port and direct injection, the engine features VVTi camshaft timing and has a compression ratio of 11.8 to 1. The 2 URGSE is derived from the Lexus UR series V8 engines, which debuted as the 1 UR FSE on the 2007 Lexus LS460. Extensive modifications carried out by the ISF engineering team in conjunction with Yamaha's Formula One engine program resulted in a cast aluminum intake manifold, new cylinder heads, and titanium intake valves. Additionally, the engine features a forged crankshaft, connecting rods, and cam lobes. At maximum acceleration above 3,400 RPM, the secondary intake opens. The ISF features an 8-speed sport direct shift automatic transmission with sequential shift, which can lock up the torque converter from 2nd through 8th gears. The transmission is derived from the unit introduced in the '07 Lexus LS, which was the first vehicle to carry an 8-speed transmission. The transmission allows for shifts to occur in 100 milliseconds compared to 50 milliseconds of F1 race cars. The steering wheel mounted paddle shifters allow for gear shifting while steering, and a manual mode can be selected for added control. The ISF uses an all-electric rack and pinion steering system with a 13.6 to 1 gear ratio. The drivetrain is linked to a sport version of Lexus electronic stability control system. It's called Vehicle Dynamics Integrated Management, and it features 3 distinct on-off modes. The ISF comes with Brembo cross-drilled brake rotors, 14.2 inch in the front, 13.6 inch in the rear, and 6-piston front and 2-piston rear calipers stamped with the Lexus emblem, along with 19-inch BBS forged aluminum alloy wheels. Much of the ISF's suspension tuning took place at Fuji Speedway in Japan. Here's the key for the ISF. You can see you have lock on the top, unlock below that, the trunk button, and then the panic alarm there at the bottom right of the key fob itself. You also have an embedded physical key, and you can see that that's going to be in the corner here. And the way to get that out is you just take this little tab and you pull it to the left, and then the key pulls right out. The only reason you would need to do this is if the battery in the key fob dies, at which point you'll use this key to get into the driver's door, and then there's still enough juice inside the key fob itself to start the car, but you will need to have the battery replaced pretty soon after that. The other side, you can see that you have the F logo there embedded into the key fob, letting you know that this is a special key to a special car. There's your trunk space. You can see that you also have a center trunk pass-through there. And that's pretty good space for a trunk. But you don't buy this car for the trunk size. They just give it a nice, good-sized trunk as a little bonus. One of the most distinctive things about the ISF are the quad stack pipes integrated into the bumper. Gosh, I love that. You can see that you have dots on the rear bumper. There are 4, and that's park assist, and that will beep in the event that you get too close to something in a parking lot. Little sensor right there on the front bumper as well. There are 4 of those sensors in the back bumper and 2 on the front bumper. I love the trim on the ISF. It's really sporty, and it's also kind of sophisticated at the same time. Blue contrast stitching right there. That's a really, really nice touch, and that matches with the whole blue motif of all IS models. There is your carbon fiber-like trim there with a brushed aluminum accent there on the inside of that door panel. Another neat thing to point out is the F logo. You see that right there? That's going to be on the outer portion of every seat. And then there's your F logo again on the outer portion of the passenger seat. You can see that. Seat memory for the passenger. This is the inside of the front passenger door, and you can see set 1, 2, 3. That's where you can program your custom seat position for up to 3 people. So you have seat memory there for the passengers. And now to fire up the ISF, as long as you have the key fob on your person inside the vehicle, all you do is put your foot on the brake. The little green light lights up in the start button. So good. You have your paddle shifters there. You can downshift on the left and upshift on the right. Steering wheel audio controls and also steering wheel Bluetooth controls with voice commands there on the right. And to control the display, you can press that and it's going to control what reads out in that center display right there. Then on the left side of the steering wheel, you have your volume, and the arrows there below the volume, that's going to be your preset station scan for your stereo. And where it says mode, that allows you to change the mode on the stereo, so it can go from AM to FM, CD, disc, satellite, auxiliary, all those things. You can change those around. And right now we're looking at the controls for on the driver's door, and you can see that they're all auto. The windows are one touch up and down, and the mirror controls lock and unlock. And then you have the set 1, 2, 3. That's going to be for your custom settings for your seat, your steering wheel, and your mirror for up to 3 drivers. Right here on the left side, you can see that you have little arrows that are going left and right there, and it says on and off. So right now I'm pressing that button there in the middle, and then I'm going to scroll right, and it says park assist on off, tire select, AFS. AFS is an adaptive front lighting system, and you can cut that on or off. I recommend leaving that on because that's the feature that allows the headlights to move around and to kind of see around corners and move up and down also. It's a great feature. So right now park assist is on, and you can see the little green P icon right there. That lets you know that the sensors in the bumpers are active. Here in the middle, you can see that you have your center display, and I love that navigation screen. It's really, really clear. On the far left, you have climate, audio, display, and info. On the right side, you have map, destination, and menu. And when you press climate, that's all your climate settings. You do have a dual zone climate control. Press audio. Audio is off right now, so I can press the button down here, and that's going to cut my radio on. And right now we have a CD in. And so if you wanted to change the audio mode, you can do it on the steering wheel like I showed you earlier, or you can pick from one of these here. So we're going to press FM. And then there on the FM dial, you can see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that allows you to memorize FM stations. And then down below the screen there is going to be your climate settings. And the best way to think of this center console is everything here is going to be like all navigation, and you have other settings too, of course, for navigation on the right side, and then climate, audio, display, and info on the left, but that's going to be there. And then in the center portion here, that's going to be climate system. And then there in the very bottom part, that's going to be your audio. This one does have the optional Mark Levinson stereo system, and that is a fantastic stereo system. Your heated seat control is right down here, and you can just turn that all the way up to 3. That's the hottest setting. Then back to off. And it does have an 8-speed sequential shift automatic transmission. And this is going to be the mode that you drive in a lot of the times. That's just like regular drive mode. At any speed though, I can take this and shift it over, and now I can shift gears manually. I can push it forward to upshift. I can pull it down to downshift. Okay everybody, that's going to wrap up our look at the 2008 Lexus ISF. Thank you so much for watching. Also thank you again to Impex Auto Sales in Greensboro, North Carolina for the opportunity to film this beautiful ISF. If you would like more content just like this delivered to you hot off the press as soon as I make it, hit that subscribe button and then smash the little bell right beside subscribe so that you'll get notifications every time I release a new video. And remember, the most important thing of all, have a wonderful day everybody.